Have you guys looked at the standings lately?
No.
Yes.
Okay, so it's really interesting because
The team that no one's talking about is running away with the Eastern Conference, Washington.
Washington, who were apparently wobbly to start the season somehow,
Well, that's what I
22, 4, and 5.
It's crazy.
Like
What?
And here's the thing: Boston, 24 and 6. They're only 3 points behind Washington.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
And then you got the Islanders. It's 19, 7, and 2
How many points are Boston up on Florida?
for the second place.
Yeah.
Florida, who has no goaltending and somehow are still second in the weak Atlantic all of a sudden.
It's really weak.
They are 13 points up on Florida.
What? They're
15
13 points up on the next closest team in the division?
Yeah, Washington's 9 points up on the Islanders, who are next closest.
Oh, my God.
Running away. And here's the thing: the Metro Division is so strong that you've got Pittsburgh and Carolina in the wild card spots right now. The next team after Carolina holds 8th. The next team after Carolina is Montreal. What's the point differential?
I'm going to say Carolina is 8 points up on them.
5.
Ooh, that's still a lot.
Still a lot. Tough to make up. If this was the NBA and it's just wins and losses, that's one thing. But in the NHL, because of overtime losses, it's a lot harder to make up 5 points. And so...
Well, and here's this damn playoff format.
Yeah.
So if the playoffs started today, the Bruins would be playing the Hurricanes.
Yeah. And
They
honestly,
deserve to be playing a weaker opponent than that. They've earned it.
No,
Yeah.
because it'd be the what would it be? The 5th seed is now the 8th seed, and the 6th seed is now the 5th seed is now the 7th seed, and the 6th seed is now the 8th seed.
Yeah.
It's
Who is the
because
least
of
points?
The ridiculous outline.
Who's the least points of all the Eastern playoff teams?
Buffalo, and they would be the 6th seed.
That is absolutely who Boston should be playing.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I kind of like the fact that if the
Or
Leafs can
7th
just
seed, sorry.
leapfrog and get into 2nd or 3rd, they're not going to play Boston.
Can you imagine
Could
they get a
just-
wild card and they still have to play
Yeah,
them?
oh my God. No, well, they won't. They won't get in the wild card. The wild card's too high.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
Metro
right.
will dominate the wild card this year. If things continue on, 5 Metro teams will make it. 3 Atlantic teams will make it.
It's
So
the
it'd be so
Atlantic
great-
is what I expected the Metro to be.
Agreed.
I thought the Metro was going to be jump ball.
Agreed.
And the
Even
sucky
Pittsburgh.
teams still suck, and the good teams are still good,
Pittsburgh's 17 and 9.
and they very should not be. Goaltending's been
And
spotty.
they wanna
Guys have
trade-
been injured.
And they're going to trade Gelch when he comes back off of IR,
Yeah.
Oh,
according to headline. According to
I feel
Chris
bad for
Johnson.
Gelch. It's like
Yeah.
he just can't stick it with any team. He's not good enough to be like a top guy, but he's not the type of player you want on your lower end for a lot of teams.
Yeah.
no.
He seems like a guy who's like perfectly geared to go to the KHL and make a boatload of cash.
Well,
Not that he can't score 30 goals. We know he can.
there are miracle stories. I was talking to producer Drew from Sportsnet about one. He's an Avalanche fan. He texts me. He's like, "Dude, you guys woke up Nichushkin because he scored again.
I know.
He scored again. The choo-choo train, man. He had all the tools. He was big. He was fast. He had some skill. He was picked like 10th overall.
Nothing.
Never
But
put
I-
anything together.
I'm
And
just-
he's finally hitting it.
I'm surprised when they made that trade that it didn't work out for him, because if he's the 3rd line center after Crosby and Malkin, it's like, how is he not set up to succeed?
Is that what he was playing? Because they got Jared McCann too.
Right. I believe he was in 3rd line center for
Oh.
when he was healthy. Yeah, but he had 2 goals, 8 assists in 21 games.
He's just
I don't
never
know.
better than his competition. You know, you keep putting him in. We're talking about Alex Galchenyuk the way we talk about Nick Patan. Like, it's not a good situation for him. Ah, poor guy.
Yeah.
Well, and what's Pittsburgh even going to get? That's tough.
Yeah, the Leafs are now 5 points out of the wild card, but only 2 out of the 2nd place in their division. The NHL's goofy. But
God.
if the Leafs can just get into those 2nd and 3rd spots and have it locked down by February, hopefully. Yeah. And I here's the thing. How long do we really think Tampa's not going to put this together?
I don't know.
Could be all season.
I don't know.
Guys, I
Did
don't
I
know.
nail it or did I nail
No,
it?
hockey's weird like that.
Hockey is definitely weird like that.
Here's
They
the-
might
here's
have an
why-
off season.
Can I tell you why I think this is not going to last?
Why?
I look at the Leafs goal differential right now. It's -3. They got 100 goals for, 103 goals against.
Oh, good.
You look at Tampa, it's plus 15.
What?
They have 102 goals for and 87 goals against.
Jesus, they must have really killed a few teams. I know they killed the Leafs that one time.
I think Tampa's, I don't know, and not just basing it on that. I don't know. I can't psychologically see. First, does John Cooper keep his job through the whole year if they continue to play like this?
He's currently the longest tenured coach in the NHL.
Is it really?
Yep.
How many years?
Since 2013.
That's a long time. That's a really long time.
For an NHL
Now,
coach.
and you
sure.
said that there were rumors about players not liking him?
Yeah, oh yeah. They've been around for years. Been around.
If
not-
they miss the
at least
playoffs,
3
he's
years.
fired.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
If they're out of a playoff spot come February, you fire him.
Yes.
Your first
But is
round,
it too late at that point?
a little bit, yeah. Maybe even earlier. Maybe it's January.
But I guess after 7 years, you got to give him a break.
you
right?
got to give him a
dry.
little bit of time. But if you get knocked out of the first round like that after being one of the best teams we've seen in like this decade,
Yep.
and then you come back the next season, you're not in a playoff spot, you're done.
I'm telling you,
Forget
man.
that.
You lose the way they lost, and they really didn't change the team a whole lot. I don't know how you look across the dressing room at all the guys you were with the same way.
No.
And I don't think they are. I don't know, but like you said, plus 15, they might wake up the monster.
I feel like it's kind of like the Islanders year. What was it last year when we kept being like the Islanders aren't this good. The Islanders aren't this good. They're missing everybody.
they are.
Tampa's not this bad.
And then
Tampa's
I
not-
think this year we're gonna be like Tampa's not this bad. Tampa's not this bad, and then they might be. I don't know.
Maybe
Yes,
they
sir.
are.
That would be a hell of a story. And it's not one that's been talked about enough.
Yeah, somebody's gonna do a long piece in the Athletic about it.
Yeah.
Great.
Just transfer Michael Russo to Tampa for like 10 minutes to find out
Yeah.
what's going on, and then he'll do another expose.
Minnesota, who's won 5 straight games and are like it's like 8 of their last 11 or something ridiculous. They're on fire.
For everyone who's worried about your respective team, whether it's the Leafs or otherwise, Minnesota has won 5 straight.
That's it.
Maybe it's you next.
Still not a playoff spot.
Yeah. Also, do yourself a favor. Yeah, don't check the standings till January 1st, I would say.
I look at them. It's
Yeah,
fine.
me too.
Or if
you're hosting
a
a
stable
podcast-
enough human being.
If you're hosting a podcast, I would recommend checking them from time to time.
Yeah, all right,
It's
fair.
important to know.
Yeah, you listening there, Biz and Wit.
Oh yeah, let's give them advice.
And Don. Don, he's a rival now.
Oh, is he?
Don Sherry.
Yeah.
Oh, is it rival?
Yeah.
Are there podcasting rivals?
Oh, yeah.
Can you think
It's a war.
You know what? That's you listen here, Don. That was ASMR for you there, Jesse.
Don't like that.
Don't come for the title. Actually, you probably I don't know.
He'd be like, "Who the hell are you guys?"
You gave me cookies once.
Did you know Biz listens to every episode of the Steve Dangle podcast?
I don't
does.
believe he does.
He does every single episode. He said it.
The only thing I've ever heard him say about me is that I love my job.